Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is time to kick off our brand new franchise. It's Madden 23. Madden season is here, and as you saw, we are running with the Houston Texans. Now, this team is a complete rebuild. They're a very young squad, intriguing pieces already on the team. I feel like they have a couple of rookies that I'm excited to see hit the field, but everything else needs some work. So let's take a look at this roster. The offense is led by second-year quarterback Davis Mills from Stanford, 6'4", 225. And as you can see, as a player tag, they have him as QB of the future. I'm interested to see, man, this kid, he had a solid season last year, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He has star development, which I am shocked by. I feel like he is a solid QB. Let's take a look at his stats again. He had 2,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He was sacked 31 times, completed 66% of his balls. But I feel like he has one of those arms where it's not a deep ball. He's not a deep ball thrower. Kind of a short dink and dunk kind of guy. 87 throw power, 87 short, accuracy, 84 medium, and 81 deep. Great speed for a quarterback his size at 6'4". Is he the long-term answer at quarterback for this team? I don't know. I feel like we could bring in another quarterback that could be a little bit more successful. But with that star development, if we're looking to build around Davis, might be an option. His backups are fifth-year quarterback Kyle Allen from Houston, 6'3", 210. And then we have Jeff Driscoll from Louisiana Tech, 6'4", 235. In the backfield, Marlon Mack is here, 6 foot even, 210 pounds, his 6th year out of USF, excuse me. Again, another running back who did not see a lot of time the past couple of years. 28 carries for 101 yards last year with Indianapolis. Before that, 4 carries for 26 yards. He did have a couple of good years with the Colts. Back in 2019, he went for almost 1,100 yards and 9 scores, and almost 1,000 yards and 9 scores. In 2018, our running back situation, not that great. I do like to pound the rock. Marlon does have some solid speed, 88 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 agility, great carrying. His change of direction is pretty solid. He's got a nice juke move as well. But again, long-term answer, I don't think so. He is under contract for, I think it's 2 more years. No, this is his contract year. This could be a chance for him to show what he has, come out, put up some good numbers, and get himself a nice deal. I am excited for these motivations too. Overall interest, he is excited, or he is interested in re-signing with the squad. He likes the warmer state, close to home, and his historic coach record is medium. But again, Marlon Mack, not sure if he's the long-term answer. I think this kid is, though. Dameon Pierce, the rookie from Florida, 5'10", 224, 22 years of age, 86 speed, 91 acceleration, 82 agility, great carrying, great trucking. Juke move really isn't there. He's got solid change of direction. I think that this guy could be our running back of the future. In real life, he's already getting first-team reps. Maybe in our series he can push to get some early playing time. We also have Rex Burkhead here, the veteran, 10th year out of Nebraska. He's going to be our third down back. Royce Freeman is also here, but I'm not sure if he's going to see any playing time above these 3 backs. And then we have Dare Ogunbuluwe. I'm terrible with names, y'all. Y'all know that. I'm terrible with names. Andy Janovich is at our fullback position. We really don't run our fullback too much, but he's a good one. Things get a little interesting here in the wide receiver room. We've got Brandon Cooks as our number 1 wide receiver, 5'10", 183, 9th year out of Oregon State. Kind of crazy that it's his 9th year already. Big year last year for the Texans, 90 grabs for just under 1,100 yards. He had 6 touchdowns. In 2020, 81 grabs for just under 1,200 yards and 6 scores. He is wide receiver number 1. He's fast. He's got great hands, solid route running. Again, the problem is going to be, are we going to be able to get the ball to him on the deep routes? I like his short route. I like his medium route running as well. He's got great leaping ability. The release is kind of a concern, but again, as a wide receiver number 1, I think he's going to be a solid player for us, a great player for us, and a great weapon for Davis Mills. We've got him for another 3 years, but as you can see in 2023, his money jumps up by $16 million. That's wow. My concern going forward with him, though, is as you hit 30 in Madden, you start to regress. Is he going to be worth $26 million next year? That's going to be a question we have to answer in the offseason. Wide receiver number 2 is kind of up in the air. It would have been John Mechie, but as you know, he is injured. He might be out for the rest of the year. He's out for 47 weeks. You know, this guy could have stepped in and been that solid wide receiver number 2 next to Brandon Cooks. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try Nico Collins, the second-year wide receiver from the team up north, 6'4", 215. Great size. I like his speed. I like his catching ability. I like his jumping ability. He could be a real red zone threat for us. A great option next to Brandon Cooks, who is just a speedster. And here's Nico's numbers from his rookie year: 33 grabs, 446 yards, and only 1 touchdown. I think he could have a breakout year as wide receiver number 2. Again, he's under contract for the next 3 years. I think the team of Collins and Cooks would be a great 1-2 punch at wide receiver. And then in the slot, we're going to go with Chris Conley, the 8th-year player from Georgia, 6'3", 205. I like the big body wide receivers. Again, solid speed, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, great catching ability, and he can jump out the gym. 96 jumping, we'll take that. But also on this roster, we have Philip Dorsett. It's his 8th year out of the U. We've got Chester Rogers, 7th-year wide receiver from Grambling State. We've got Chris Moore. We've got Chad Beebe, and we've got Jalen Camp. So solid wide receiving group. A lot of guys that I feel like can make a name for themselves. It's going to hurt Mechie being out for this year, but I think coming back next year, fully healthy, he could be a dangerous weapon for this Texans squad. At tight end, Brevin Jordan, the second-year tight end from the U, 6'3", 247. I'm expecting big things out of Brevin this year. Great speed, 85 speed, 80 catching. His route running needs some work. His blocking definitely needs some work. He is not a blocking tight end. But he can get upfield and make some tough grabs for us. He could be a great safety valve for Davis in the passing game. We also have Farrell Brown here, the 6th-year tight end from Oregon. Teagan, I'm just going to call him TQ, from Oregon State. 6'6", 256. He's a rookie. We've got Anthony Auclair, 6th year from Laval. You've got Mason Schreck here from Buffalo, and then John Weeks, he is going to be our long snapper. Thankfully, the Texans have one of the best offensive linemen in the game. This is Laramie Tunsil, 7th year out of Ole Miss, 6'5", 316, playing left tackle, which we're going to need. He's going to protect Davis Mills. He's got 90 pass block, 81 run block. Just a solid offensive lineman, but he's got a big contract kicking in next year. He goes from $17 million this year to $35 million in 2023, which will be the last year of his deal. I would love a chance to kind of rework that contract because jumping up $18 million, we are going to be strapped for money going into season 2. At left guard, first-round pick Kenyon Green will get the start, man. 6'4", 325 from Texas A&M. And he has hidden development, which is a great look for an offensive lineman. He comes in with solid traits off rip, 85 strength, 74 run block, 75 pass block. We're going to give the big fella a chance to play early and often. I'm excited to see what he could do. Hopefully he can open up some big lanes for our running backs. Behind him, we have Justin McCray, the 8th-year guard from UCF. At center, Justin Britt leads this squad, 6'6", 315, 8th year out of Missouri. Then you got Scott Quessenberry, his 5th year out of UCLA, and Jimmy Morrissey, his 2nd-year center from Pittsburgh. At right guard, I feel like we might have a position battle here. A.J. Kahn has the lead right now, 8th year out of South Carolina. But keep your eye on Max Sharping. He could be a future starter, as you can see. Solid traits, 70 pass block, 71 run block. I think if Sharping shows enough here in preseason, he could beat out A.J. Kahn for that starting job. Then at right tackle, we've got another stud here. This is Titus Howard, 6'5", 322, his fourth year from Alabama State. I think this kid could be something special, man. 75 pass block, 72 run block, 83 strength. Again, just some playing time, get him some good reps, and he should be able to make a big improvement from last year. I think he's on a big contract as well going into next year. Yeah, he jumps up $10 million going into next year. So we've got a lot of money locked into our offensive line, especially our tackle position, which I'm okay with because we've got to protect our quarterback. We've got to open up some run lanes for our running back. So putting some money in our bookend tackles could be important. Moving over to the defensive side of the ball, I feel like this team got a lot better, especially through free agency and the draft. We picked up Jerry Hughes Jr. from Buffalo, 6'2", 254, the 34-year-old, 13th year out of TCU. That is crazy, man. He is a pass rush specialist. He's got 85 finesse move, 80 speed, 87 play rec. Do I see him as an every down defensive lineman? Probably not. I think you'll see Jerry more as a third down defensive lineman who could come in and rush the QB. I do want to get Mario Addison on the field as well. His 12th year out of Troy, 6'3", 260. He's got solid finesse move, solid spin move. I might kick him inside in some packages just so he can utilize that speed and his strength. He's got 76 strength. But I think we might have something special here in Agabani Okawano. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I might have said it wrong, but it's his fifth year out of Oklahoma, 6'2", 253. He's got 81 speed, 78 finesse, 83 strength. I feel like we have a lot of good pass rushers on the edge. A rotation is definitely going to be needed, but I think the younger we go, the better they will be. I want to build this team up through the draft. I want to build this team up with young players and not have to rely on the older guys to carry the squad. We also have Derek Rivers here from Youngstown State, 6th year, 6'5", 250. On the other side, I think this kid is a star, and it's shocking that he does not have star development. This is Jonathan Grenard, 6'3", 263. It's his third year from Florida. He had a breakout season last year, 79 speed, 81 finesse, 81 acceleration. The block shedding went up a little bit. Play rec went up. He's got great strength. I believe he was close to or maybe had double-digit sacks. He finished with 8 sacks on the season last year. I'm looking for him to break out and have double-digit sacks. We also have Rasheem Green, 5th-year player out of USC. We got Jordan Jenkins here, 7th year from Georgia, and Damon Harris, 5th year out of Buffalo. But Grenard is going to be a stud. I feel like he's going to be a star player for us for a long time. Up the middle, we have Malik Collins from Nebraska, 6'2", 310, his 7th season. Ross Blackwell, 3rd year from TCU, could be a solid player for us. 6'3", 290. Great strength. Block shedding needs some work. Doesn't really have that power move that I like. He has good speed, though. 76 speed for a big fella and 77 tackle. Okay, I like that. But a player we really need to keep our eye on is Roy Lopez, the 2nd-year player from Arizona. 6'2", 318 pounds. And this dude's going to be a mauler, man. He's really going to play that nose tackle position for us in that 4-3. He's going to be right over the center, 74 block shed, 90 strength. He's got solid speed for somebody who's over 300 pounds. He's got great tackling. Again, another young star I feel like can come in and make an immediate impact for us. Also in the defensive tackle room, we've got rookie Thomas Booker, the 4th from Stanford, and Michael Duwamfor, 2nd-year player from Rutgers. Definitely one position we're going to be looking to upgrade in the offseason is outside linebacker. Kevin Pierre-Louis is here, his 9th year out of Boston College. We've got Jalen Reeves Maben, 6th year out of Tennessee. And then we have Garrett Wallow here as well. All three of these guys are just bridge players. I think we need to get an outside linebacker that can really come in, have great speed and tackling ability. KPL has that, 84 speed, 86 tackle, but he can't do too much more after that. Up the middle, Christian Kirksey, He's going to be our captain on defense, 6'2", 235, ninth year out of Iowa. Solid speed, great tackling ability. Really doesn't get off blocks well, but he's got great hit power, play rec, and awareness. My concern is he's not a three-down linebacker because he does not have good zone coverage. But that's where the rookie comes in. In my opinion, this is probably one of the steals of the past draft. Christian Harris in the third round, 6'1", 226 from Bama. And this kid is special, okay? I think that he is going to be our starting middle linebacker, if not this year, maybe next year. He's got 90 speed, 80 tackling, 82 hit power, 93 acceleration, great pursuit. He's got great play rec for a rookie. Zone coverage really isn't there, but I think with that 90 speed, he can be a three-down linebacker in the future. He will sit behind Kirksey probably this year, but I expect next year he's going to be a star. Also in this middle linebacker room, we've got Tate Davis, fifth year from Tennessee Chattanooga, and Darren Bates. We picked him up in free agency, 10th year out of Auburn. At the other outside linebacker, Camus Grazier-Hill. I think I pronounced his name right, from Eastern Illinois, 7th-year player. I like this guy a lot. 88 speed, 85 tackle. I like fast linebackers, guys that we can leave on the field. And KJH is that guy, 85 tackling, like I mentioned before. He's got 66 zone coverage. Doesn't really get off the blocks well, but I think he could be, and especially in this Lovie Smith defense, he could be that Lance Briggs for Christian Kirksey or Christian Harris. Blake Cashman is here as well, 4th year from Minnesota. And then we've got Neville Hewitt, 8th year out of Marshall. To the secondary we go, and there's just one guy we need to talk about. He was drafted in the first round, number 3 overall, Derek Stingley Jr., arguably one of the best cornerbacks in college football the past couple years. He has not played football, I want to say it's in 2 seasons. He sat out last year, and the year before that, he helped that LSU team, or a couple years before that, he helped that LSU team win the national championship. I think this kid is going to be special. He gives me Deion vibes. I'm not going to lie. 93 speed, 78 man coverage, 72 zone play rec. Needs some work. He's got 92 acceleration, 93 agility, 78 press. Great catching ability, great jumping ability, and he has hidden dev. This kid is going to be cornerback number 1 for us, no doubt. I'm excited to see what he can do on the field. He is a special talent. You don't see corners quite like this come out in the draft, and we were able to draft him number 3 overall. On the other side from Stingley is going to be Steven Nelson, the 8th-year corner from Oregon State, 5'11", 194. He comes in as an 80 overall. Solid speed, 80 speed, 81 man, 74 zone. He's got great press and agility and acceleration. I think he's going to be a solid 1-2 punch for us for the next couple of seasons. I am going to be looking to upgrade the corner position. We have a lot of older guys on the squad. Desmond King II, 6th year out of Iowa. And then you've got Tavari Thomas from Ferris State. We've got Fabian Moreau, a fast corner. Kendall Shetfield from the Ohio State. Isaac Yadam, 5th year from Boston College. MJ Stewart is here as well. And then you've got Tremont Smith. Again, it's going to be Nelson, Stingley, and probably King, 1, 2, 3. But look for Fabian Moreau to push for some playing time. I like that 93 speed and that 75 zone coverage. At free safety, another rookie, man, with hidden development. We did a good job drafting this year. 2nd-round pick, Jalen Petrie from Baylor, 5'11", 195, 90 speed, 67 zone, 71 tackle, 75 pursuit, 93 acceleration, 70 man. I'm excited to see what this kid can do on the field. I really didn't watch too much Baylor football, but I'm excited to see what he can come in and do in this young secondary that we have. Terrence Brooks is also here, 9th year from Florida State. And then Jonathan Owens, 4th year from Missouri Western State. I'm actually thinking about moving him to strong safety. He's got 91 speed, 5'11", 210, 91 speed, 68 zone, 64 tackling, 71 pursuit. He actually is going to help out a lot more in that strong safety role because, as you can see, Eric Murray is here, 7th year from Minnesota. Kind of on the slower side with that 89 speed, 69 zone. And then Graylin Arnold, third year from Baylor. He's got 86 speed and 68 zone. So look for Owens. Actually, let's do that now. We're going to move Owens over to strong safety. So at strong safety, we're probably going to have a position battle with Eric Murray and Jonathan Owens. I like the speed from Owens, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. Zone coverage is close, 68 and 69. Murray has better press. Tackling and catching are just about the same. So look for this to be a position battle here in the preseason. But, again, strong safety might be a position that we look to upgrade in the offseason. At kicker, Kai Fairbairn is here. 96 kick power, 76 kick accuracy. Strong leg. He's fast too, 79 speed. He'll be a solid kicker for us. And then that punter from the Ohio State, my guy Cameron Johnston. He's more of a rugby-style punter. I wonder if we're going to have that ability here in Madden 23. Strong leg with 95 kick power. So as you guys know, this team has been through a lot this past couple of seasons with the Deshaun Watson situation. We shipped him to Cleveland, and we ended up with 2 first-round picks because of that. One this year. We actually have a third round from them as well, and one next year, and a fourth round from them next year too. So we have 4 first-round picks in the next 2 drafts, which is such a good look for us, allowing us to build through the draft like I want to do, and allowing this team to go out and get some really good talent. So let's take a look at the schedule, starting things off in preseason. We kick things off against the Saints at home. Then we're on the road in L.A. to take on the Rams, and then back home for the Thursday night, the final preseason game of the season, taking on the Niners. We kick off the regular season at home against the rivals. The Indianapolis Colts will be in town, and then we hit the road for 2 games, heading to Denver in week 2 and to the Chi. Going to play the Bears in week 3. We're back home to take on Justin Herbert and the Chargers. Week 5, we've got Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars on the road. And we get our bye week early this year. Week 6, after the bye, we head out on the road to Vegas to take on the Raiders. And then we head back home to take on the Titans. It's a short week, and we stay home to take on the Eagles Thursday Night Football. Back out on the road to take on the Giants. We've got the Commanders at home in week 11. Back on the road to take on Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins in week 12. Then an interesting matchup. Week 13, Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns come to Houston. That's going to be an interesting game, man. We have that game circled on the calendar. Back out on the road to take on Texas rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. The Chiefs come to town in week 15. In week 16, on the road, taking on the Titans. Our final home game is week 17, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we close out the season on the road against the Colts. So let's take a look at my settings for the season, man. We're going to be playing on all Madden, of course, simulation. Trade deadline is on. Everything is normal. Injuries are on, of course. Progressive fatigue, practice injuries are on. Shout out to my guy, Uncle Sam's Reject. I'm going to steal this from him, man. I'm going to do the play call cooldown at 4. It's going to help us out, open up our playbook a little bit more, and we can only call certain plays 8 times. So that's a good look for us. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult. And again, open up that playbook a little bit more. Prospect storylines are on, of course. We have a 53-man roster, just like the NFL does. Unlimited player movement. Breakout stories, trait regression is on, 10-minute quarters. So, again, here's a look at the depth chart right now. As you can see, I like our bookend tackles, man. I like Lermy Tunsil. I like Titus Howard. I think up the middle, definitely need some help at center and right guard. Davis Mills, this is a prove-it year for him. You know what I mean? Is he going to be the quarterback of the future, or do we need to start looking elsewhere? Brandon Cooks, Chris Conley. We're going to give Nico Collins will probably start over Philip Dorsett. Marlon Mack, Rex Burkhead. Pierce could make a push to be the starting running back. Depends on what happens here in the preseason. Defense side of the ball, 4-3 defense, cover 2 for Lovie Smith. There's Grenard. There's Hughes. I'm going to start Lopez over Blaylock. Blacklock, excuse me. There's Kirksey. Like I said, we're going to have that battle here between Murray and Owens in the strong safety position. I really like this squad, guys. I think they have a lot of key players in key positions that could help us win some games. Now, do I think that we're going to win the division this year? No. Do I think we're going to win a lot of games this year? I think maybe 6 to 7 games. I wouldn't be shocked. But at the same time, I think that our young players have to do a lot. They're going to have to carry this load. We're going to have to lean on a lot of, first, second, third, fourth year players to take us to where we want to be. What really does help us out, though, we have 2 first-round picks going into next year. Salary-wise, we're not too strapped. I mean, we've got $17.5 million in cap right now. I think the one thing that's going to hurt us at the end of the year is these big contracts that jump up like 10 to 15 mil, like Tunsil, Cooks, Titus Howard, even Malik Collins. These kind of contracts where they're going up 7 to 15, $18 million, that's going to hurt our team in the long run. But, again, I think there's some moves that need to be made. If I notice that we're starting to lose a little bit, we might look to move a couple veterans so that way they can have a chance to play for a winning organization, go after a ring. I'm a firm believer in that. But at the same time, I don't want to tank to get a first-round pick or the number 1 pick. I want to be able to have a solid season, something that we can build upon moving forward. I like Lovie Smith as the head coach. I don't think he's going anywhere. This should be a fun series. Moving forward, I think that this is going to be like a 3 times a week upload, looking at like Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, maybe. I'll keep you guys posted, of course, in the community tab. But if you guys are excited for this like I am, man, I hope you guys are. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new. Don't forget to ring that bell, join the Noti Squad. And make sure you guys check out those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Facebook, Twitter, and IG. And come through and join the brand new Discord for more behind the scenes and more of a deep dive into this team, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be posting a lot more in my Discord, especially stuff that you're not going to see in videos, okay? So you want to make sure you head over there and join the Discord, all right? We will talk from the preseason, where you will see all 3 preseason games and the cuts and roster moves, all right? Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.